Started about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Residents just first started moving in. We actually moved residents from Nightingale and Ross into those. They were just older buildings that, over time were getting, less and less manageable. And now they're in a brand new unit. As any other process, it's something that just happens over time. You work your way through the issues that we might not have been used to or might not have known to look for ahead of time. We had some young men that were just absolutely lost at first. They're overwhelmed. I'll say overwhelmed is a better word. And they were in awe of what they had an option. So we had a case in which Mr. Smith was working one of Flint Co's primary staff through to check some last minute things. And as they were walking out the back door, one of the residents was, "Wow, thank you." And so, just looking out the huge windows and all those wonderful things, and just absolutely overwhelmed almost with all this new absolute, just, they don't even know how to act for the most part. And in some ways, neither do we. Yes, so they have torn down the basketball court in the pavilion and what used to be our old medical building. So they will start next on the medical records and our old CMU, Crisis Management Unit. That should be the final building that they will tear down, at least in phases 1 and 2. It's a little bit nostalgic for some of our staff that it's just kind of weird to look up and see that space empty. Some of these buildings have been here for over 100 years. So, and the other ones are still been here for over 50. So it's kind of different for some of our staff. Sometimes they'll just stop and watch because it's just so out of their entire knowledge base. It's also a new change that they're thrilled with because they've seen the new intake admissions and they've seen Cottage 1, Elm Cottage, and they've seen the startup and done some initial information and some initial interactions with Cottages 5 and 6, which they're talking maybe mid to late June we should be opening up. So we'll look to that and see where we need to move around and staff, how we would do that. So Elm is a special populations cottage. So instead of having a one large day room area with 8 beds or 8 bedrooms on each end, this one's got a center area that separates them out into 2 separate 8-bed areas. So you have the 2 ends of 8 beds, and there's a separating hall in between and a separate entry to where you can keep the populations on their ends. And then you have an internal center area on the back side that has a crisis management unit. All 3 of those 2 day rooms on the end and the crisis management all have exterior courtyards that are separated. So that allows a little bit of fresh air and a little bit of interaction, of course, in a supervised environment. What you will find different on the remaining 6 cottages that will get built is it's one central, for lack of a better term, kind of a boomerang shape themselves. I think one of the similarities between the 2 is the simple fact that each one of the young men will have their own bedroom, and versus the dorm style which we've moved out of. I think there's a lot of young men that are really seeing the benefit to it. And that allows them, some have never had their own space at all. And even here they have to share, they share bathrooms, they share showers, they share all those other things. They just have to share and trade out times. And whereas now they have a room that they can be in by themselves and nobody else is even allowed in there. So it can be their place. And it creates a little bit more safety and a little bit more security and just a little bit more identity, I think, even.